Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're installing the software for the HP Deskjet Ink Advantage 2450 all-in-one printer. This is not available in the United States, and we had to import it from Singapore. I'm not really sure if it's available in Europe or the rest of Southeast Asia, but nevertheless, it's sitting across the room with wireless activated. There's no keys, so we can't install the wireless router because our wireless router is password protected. We also prefer wireless over USB. So let's go ahead and see what happens when we try to install the device. It's turned on, wireless is turned on, so let's see what happens. Okay, here we go. Continue. Make sure it's on, ink is installed, paper is loaded. Continue. Software selections, product improvement study, help, HP update, HP photo creation. So I'm going to get rid of this. HP update's already installed for some other HP products, so it knows enough not to install it again, and we don't need photo creations. Next. And we don't want install Google Chrome, and we do not want to install Google Toolbar for Internet Explorer. And we must agree to the installation agreements and settings, or you can't install the software. Installing one of two basic device software. Where it's going to get interesting is when you get to the network connection part. It's sitting across the room with wireless turned on. Hopefully we can install wireless without hooking up the USB cable, or I'm going to have to drag it over here and hook it up to this computer. Alright, now it's installing help. Installing 2 of 2. Okay, this is the important part. USB wireless, USB or connect later, wireless. Your computer network connection is configured with device sharing turned off. The setting can prevent your computer from using other devices connected to the network, such as the HP printer. For a trusted network, the recommended network configuration is to turn on device sharing. Actually, turn it on this computer, and every time I look at another computer, there's going to be a million printers that either aren't hooked up or... So, I'm going to say no. You probably should say yes, but we have a bunch of printers going through here, and they hang around forever, even though the software is uninstalled, etc. No. They seem to hang around forever. You have to go into each desktop and remove the found shared printers. And even though the software is uninstalled from this computer, the other computers show a ghosted version of every printer that's installed on this test unit here, and there's a bunch of them. Alright. Wireless setting using a USB connection and already connected to your wireless network. Now, it's connected, but not technically, because the password is not put in there. So let's see what happens. Maybe it'll let us put in the password. I don't want to have to drag it over here and hook up a USB cable. Make sure that the printer wireless button is turned on. And what status do I see on top of the wireless information screen? I see a status such as not connected, or wireless off, or I am not sure. Wireless is on, but not connected, because I don't see, I see the status is connected and the signal strength. So next, I see a status such as not connected or wireless off. Next. So I'm going to have to drag this thing over here and hook it up with a USB cable. What a pain in the neck. Okay. USB cable is connected. Alright, allow the network setup to access computer or router for your settings. Yes, access computer or router. Searching for the router. Found it. Next. Password. Next. Setting up printer on the network. Now if I knew I had to go through this to hook up the wireless, I just would have dragged it over here and hooked up USB to begin with. Save myself some time. You only have to make a couple of prints on this for specialized testing. So it doesn't really make much sense to hook it up, go through all of this, and then use it wireless when it's hooked up with a USB cable right now. So I got another one of these to go, this exact model, and 6 more Ink Advantages, 5 more. So I'm just going to do it USB, unless there's a keypad to enter the password. So I didn't join the network. I probably didn't get the password right. Got too many passwords to remember. And I need more memory. Okay. I think I got it this time. Disconnect the USB cable. Done. Click next. Removing temporary files, thank you. Gathering printer information. And now it's going to ask me questions. How will you use this printer? Well, home-based business is definitely 9 or fewer. But 100 sheets of paper and 480 pages worth of ink. And only got 1 or 2 people are going to use this. In a test scenario, only 1 or 2 people is going to use this. Printer country setting. United States isn't even on there. Okay, so I'm looking for an English country, but country that uses English. Roman characters, Spanish, Slavic, Arabic. Now it wants us to set it up online. I don't want to do that. Not much of a choice. Sure, if I click finish registration, it's going to complain that I didn't fill everything out, so kill that. And that looks like it. What was installed? basic device software and the help, and I don't remember seeing this firmware update thing before, but let's leave it. Now let's see what the software what the software looks like. Okay, it's just put that shop for supplies darn thing, product registration. Put more junk than like this 8600 would only be the help and the printer assistant. So I'll put 1, 2, 3, 4 things on my computer. Let's see what this looks like. It's the printer assistant, and it looks like just about every other printer assistant, so we don't really need to go through this. You want to see this, that's what all of this stuff is. You can look at the OfficeJet 6830 software installation video, but let's just see what the scan looks like, see if it's the same. Yeah, it's HP scan is the same on all the products. See what's printing, set preferences. If we set preferences, we can see what the print driver looks like, and it looks exactly like a print driver from any other OfficeJets, except the other OfficeJets. Okay, it's similar. Here's the Deskjet, here's the OfficeJet. Since there's no duplex, that's missing. It's got manual duplex, which is nice. Paper quality, you have these quality settings here. And you have a different normal, draft, best, specialty paper, photo paper, best. So you don't have the same media selections. And then the advanced, there's no page layout, there's no booklet binding, print in grayscale, and you can print with black ink only, so I want to set that up. Grayscale still uses color, so you might want to set black ink only, and then when you need to, in fact, I don't wonder what's going to happen. We'll fool with that in a minute. Well, here's pages per sheet layout, which is up there. Booklet binding. Okay, booklets down here. So it does have those. Doesn't have preserved layout. Resolution has that. Output quality. It doesn't have that. Doesn't have has real life technology. The borderless, none. Pages to print all pages, it has that, and then print all text is black. OfficeJet 8600 has the OfficeJet Pro, but this one doesn't. So let's see what happens when we put this on black ink only. So it's going to print black ink only, and see here that photo paper, you don't want to print photos in black ink only. You're going to want to do grayscale at the minimum, which uses some color. So you really can't easily change it back like you can with this. If I change it to black ink only on the OfficeJet Pro, it shows up as custom, and then when I want to go print in color, I just uncheck custom and say either best, normal, or draft. With this one, in order to go and print in color, you're going to have to click advanced, and you're going to have to turn this off in order to get it to print, switch from black and white to color. So it's a little more difficult, but it will save you a lot of ink. And maybe people who don't want to be bothered doing this every time will print in grayscale or black just because they're lazy and save you a bunch of money. So there's the print driver. Let's see what else there is. Oh, we need to look at this a little bit more here. Customize is printing preferences, print from mobile devices. don't see what much going on there. But it does have wireless direct print, but that's it. It doesn't have AirPrint or cloud print or anything like that. And if you want to look at the web page, the embedded web server, it's a little different than the other ones. The OfficeJet Pros shows your ink, set up wireless. You can do a web scan, which is nice. You can pull scans directly to your desktop. It has to be turned on over here someplace under tools. I don't know exactly. It's always hard to find it. Settings. It's always hard to find it, where to turn it on. But it's up somewhere. So in order to use this, you need to turn on Security Administrator Settings. In the Settings tab, go to Security Administrator Settings, select Enable. Okay, it's under Security. Continue. And then you'll be able to turn on web scan here, so you can pull scans directly to your desktop, any desktop, through a web browser by entering the IP address. So enough of that. I shouldn't have closed that. Okay, but that's it. So that's enough. I'm going to run some utilities here to well, I don't want to connect a new printer. I want to align the heads and print a few test pages. So let's see if this does it. I don't want to install that if I don't have to. Let me see if Toolbox works from another OfficeJet. No. Usually many of them have the utilities built into the either the properties. No, definitely not built into the preferences. So all of the line print heads and all that stuff, in order to do that, you have to do the HP print and scan doctor and install another piece of software. I'd do it anyway. Since I got 5 more of these things to install, probably gonna need it. Allow HP to better meet your needs. I can upload data to HP for about your machine and your printers. No. If you do not agree, then it cannot diagnose. In order for this to work, you have to agree to let HP see your data, and too bad. Alright, oh, maintain. Here we go. Heck with that doctor. Here we go. So here's where you get your device services, and it opens up its own version of Network Toolbox. So you can see there's reports, ink levels, information on the device, the serial number, etc., advanced settings, auto off, printer alerts, and stuff about H3 cartridge protection. So, alright, so that's it. Pretty simple. And it should be for a $40–50 printer at the most. So, thanks for watching.